A single strand of hair. That's all it takes to connect you to your grandmother, to her mother, to every woman before her who stood tall, who endured, who crowned herself with coils and curls that told the world exactly who she was. Your hair is not just hair, queens. It is a living, breathing inheritance, woven into your identity long before the world had a name for it. So what happens when menopause begins to pull on that thread? What happens when you wake up one morning, run your fingers through your hair, and find more strands on your pillow than on your head? When your crown, that crown you have tended and protected and loved for decades, starts to feel thinner, lighter, less like you. If you are watching this right now, chances are you already know that feeling. And if you do, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not losing yourself. You are not fading. What is happening to you has a name. It has a science behind it. And most importantly, it has real, proven solutions. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why postmenopausal hair loss happens, what makes melanin-rich skin and hair uniquely positioned in this conversation, and what you can do, starting today, to protect, restore, and celebrate the crown you were born to wear. Understanding the hormonal shift, what menopause actually does to your hair. Let's start at the root, literally. Your hair grows in cycles. There is a growth phase, called anagen, a transition phase, called catagen, and a resting phase, called telogen, where the hair sits quietly before it falls out and the whole cycle begins again. For most of your adult life, estrogen has been the quiet guardian of this process. Estrogen keeps hair in the growth phase longer. It signals to your follicles, stay, grow, thrive. Then menopause arrives. When estrogen levels drop, and they drop significantly in postmenopause, the balance of hormones in your body shifts. Androgens, which are hormones like testosterone and its more potent derivative DHT, become more dominant relative to estrogen. The science behind it is this. DHT binds to receptors in your hair follicles and slowly begins to miniaturize them. The follicle shrinks, the hair it produces becomes finer, shorter, and lighter with each cycle. Over time, some follicles stop producing hair altogether. This condition is called female pattern hair loss, or androgenetic alopecia. And after menopause, it becomes one of the most common hair concerns women face, affecting up to 50% of women over the age of 65. Now here is something I want you to understand, queens, because this is not discussed nearly enough. For women with melanin-rich skin, this process can sometimes show up differently, and that difference matters. The beautiful complexity of melanin-rich hair and why it deserves specialized attention. Your hair is a source of pride, and it should be. Melanin-rich hair, whether it grows in tight coils, soft curls, or wave patterns, is structurally unique. The follicles are curved rather than round. The hair shaft is often elliptical, which creates that gorgeous natural texture. And melanin itself, the pigment that gives your skin and hair its rich, luminous depth, is produced in the follicle alongside the hair strand. Here is where the science gets interesting. Research suggests that melanin-rich hair follicles may have a higher density of androgen receptors, which means they can be more sensitive to DHT, the hormone we discussed that triggers follicle miniaturization after menopause. The magic happens when we understand this sensitivity not as a weakness, but as information. It tells us that care and intervention need to be intentional, targeted, and consistent. There is also the matter of styling history. Many of us in this community have spent years, decades, with protective styles, heat tools, chemical relaxers, braids, and weaves. These are not shameful choices. They are expressions of creativity, identity, and culture. But over time, some of these practices can contribute to traction alopecia, hair loss caused by tension on the follicle, especially along the hairline and temples. When postmenopausal hormonal changes layer on top of years of styling stress, the follicle can be under significant pressure. Understanding your hair's history is the first act of care you can give it now. The scalp is the soil. Why scalp health comes first. Here is an analogy I love. You would not expect a garden to flourish in concrete. No matter how beautiful your seeds are, if the soil is depleted, the plant cannot grow. Your scalp is the soil. And for postmenopausal hair growth, scalp health is everything. After menopause, the scalp undergoes changes alongside the rest of your skin. Estrogen has a hand in collagen production, in moisture retention, in the thickness of skin tissue. As estrogen declines, the scalp can become drier, thinner, and less resilient. Blood circulation in the scalp may also decrease, meaning fewer nutrients are being delivered to the follicles that need them most. The science behind it points clearly in one direction: stimulate, nourish, and protect the scalp environment. Scalp massage is one of the most undervalued tools available to you right now. A 2016 study published in the journal ePlasty found that standardized scalp massage performed daily over 24 weeks led to measurable increases in hair thickness. 4 minutes a day, using the pads of your fingers in slow, circular motions, increases blood flow to the follicle bed. For melanin-rich hair, this is especially powerful. You are essentially waking the soil up. Scalp serums and oils designed for thinning hair, look for ingredients like peppermint oil, rosemary oil, and niacinamide, can further support this process. Rosemary oil, in particular, has become one of the most talked about ingredients in hair regrowth research. A 2015 study compared rosemary oil directly to 2% minoxidil, one of the most well-known hair loss treatments, and found comparable results in hair count after 6 months. Comparable to a clinically recognized treatment. Consistency is key. These are not overnight results. They are the reward of showing up for your scalp every single day. Nutrition and supplementation, feeding the crown from the inside out. Your hair is one of the last places your body sends nutrients. When resources are scarce, your body prioritizes vital organs: your heart, your brain, your liver. Hair, skin, and nails get what is left over. This is why nutritional deficiencies are one of the most common and most overlooked contributors to postmenopausal hair loss. Let's talk about the most important ones. Iron deficiency is extraordinarily common in women, particularly after years of menstruation followed by the metabolic changes of menopause. Low iron, even non-anemic low iron, has been linked directly to hair loss. If you have not had your ferritin levels checked recently, queens, that is your first call to action. Ask your doctor for a full iron panel, including ferritin. Ferritin is the storage form of iron, and it is a far more sensitive marker for hair health than hemoglobin alone. Vitamin D is another critical piece. Your skin synthesizes vitamin D from sunlight, and melanin-rich skin, while beautifully protective against UV damage, requires more sun exposure to produce the same amount of vitamin D as lighter skin. Research has found vitamin D receptors in hair follicles, and deficiency has been associated with alopecia. Many women in our community are operating on low vitamin D without knowing it. Again, blood work is your best friend. Biotin has had its moment in the spotlight, and while it is not the miracle supplement some marketing would have you believe, it does support keratin infrastructure, the protein that makes up your hair strand. Zinc supports follicle function and protein synthesis, and omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish, walnuts, and flaxseed, help nourish the scalp and reduce the inflammation that can interfere with healthy follicle activity. Protein itself deserves mention. Hair is made of keratin, a protein. If your diet is low in protein, your body will deprioritize hair production. Aim for lean proteins, legumes, and plant-based sources if you are more plant-forward in your eating. Lifestyle practices that honor your crown every day. Begin with your styling practices. If your hair is thinning, this is the moment to release any styles that place tension on the follicle, particularly along the hairline. Tight braids, high ponytails, heavy extensions, and styles that pull consistently at the edges can accelerate traction alopecia at precisely the time your follicles are most vulnerable. Protective styling can absolutely continue. It just needs to be gentle, low manipulation, and give your scalp regular breaks to breathe. Heat tools deserve a second look too. After menopause, hair often becomes finer and more fragile. High temperatures that your hair may have tolerated for years can now cause breakage and damage that mimics or worsens thinning. If you use heat, use a thermal protectant every single time and lower your temperature settings than you may be used to. Moisture is non-negotiable. Melanin-rich hair is naturally more prone to dryness because the curl pattern makes it harder for natural scalp oils to travel down the hair shaft. After menopause, this dryness can increase. Deep conditioning treatments, leave-in conditioners, and sealing with natural butters or oils will help maintain the integrity of each strand you have. Sleep matters more than most people realize. Your body does its repair and restoration work at night, including follicle repair. Sleeping on a satin or silk pillowcase reduces friction against your hair and scalp, a small change that makes a real difference over time. If you wear your hair loose at night, a satin bonnet or scarf is your hair's best ally. Finally, and this one is close to my heart, manage your stress deliberately. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels in the body. Elevated cortisol disrupts the hair growth cycle, pushing more follicles into the resting and shedding phase prematurely. This is called telogen effluvium, and it can happen in waves, often triggered by emotional or physical stress. Walking, prayer, meditation, time in community, creative expression, whatever brings you peace, protect it fiercely. Your crown will thank you. Menopause is not a diminishing. It is a reconfiguration. Your body is not betraying you. It is changing, and change requires a new kind of attention, a new kind of care. The women who come through this season with their crowns intact are not the ones who panicked or gave up. They're the ones who got curious, got consistent, and got compassionate with themselves. Your melanin-rich skin and hair carry centuries of resilience in every strand. That does not disappear after 55, after 60, after 70. It deepens. It becomes richer. Aging is not a subtraction, community. It is an accumulation of everything you have survived, everything you have loved, and everything you have become. You are not losing your crown. You are learning to wear it in a new way. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what city are you watching from today? And have you noticed changes in your hair since menopause? Share your experience. Your story might be exactly the thing someone else needs to read. If this video gave you something today, a new idea, a moment of recognition, a little peace of mind, please give it a thumbs up. It helps this channel reach more women just like you who need to hear that they are not alone in this. Thank you for being here, Ageless Beauty. This community is a privilege, and I will see you in the next one.